The Walt Disney Studios is a major industry that sometimes capitalizes on the huge excitement and expectation around a big release by making low-budget replicas of these blockbusters. Since the introduction of internet video streaming services like Netflix and Hulu Plus, these mockbusters have become more popular. In this video, we'll discuss some Disney movies that are just rip-offs or made references to other Disney movies. Stay tuned so that you don't miss a thing. First up is Encanto. Let's analyze a touching musical passage from Disney's Encanto that is one of the greatest rip-offs from Frozen. While it's heartbreaking to watch Mirabel struggle to live up to her family's expectations in Disney's Encanto because she didn't receive a magical gift, one can't help but feel sympathy for John Leguizamo's Bruno, the uncle that left the magical family because he felt his visions had harmed them. However, once Bruno is reunited with his loved ones in the film's epilogue, Encanto pays homage to the blockbuster movie Frozen. Idina Menzel, who played Elsa, sang the song, which was written by the songwriting team Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. It quickly rose to fame as one of popular music's most cherished songs. Let It Go was a commercial triumph and the first song from a Disney animated musical to do so. In addition, Let It Go took home the 2013 Oscar, Golden Globe, and Grammy Awards for Best Song Written for Visual Media. Encanto features a snippet of Let It Go from Disney's 2013 animated film Frozen. With multiple musical moments, the family madrigal had a chance to explore their feelings. Next we have Mulan. The 1998 Disney movie was remade in 2020, but it was slightly different from the original in that it honored the original legend of Hua Mulan and excluded characters like Li Shang and Mushu. The most significant concepts of the mythology are still present, even though the story may not be the same as the one you have grown up with, according to some exclusive cinemagraphs. Fans of the story will recognize Mulan in iconic and well-known scenes from the 1998 version of the film, including the lead heroine defiantly holding her sword, which is reminiscent of the original film's cover image. These cinemagraphs were shot on the set of the film and later animated to create live images. The cinemagraph was created by Kevin Berg and Jamie Beck, who also captured the photos. Since 2011, they have been using this method to animate their fashion and news images, and they have collaborated with leading brands. The absence of musical numbers in the 2020 version marks yet another distinction between the 2020 movie and the 1998 animated picture. It is obvious that the movie paid homage to the music from the original film in a very significant way, even though there may not be a well-known musical moment. In addition, Stitch has become an Easter egg in his own right. In his feature film Lilo and Stitch, more than one scene pays homage to a beloved Disney princess. The movie poster for Mulan from 1998 is one of several posters hanging on Nani's bedroom walls, which are also covered in photos and trophies. When Lilo and Stitch pass by a Chinese eatery called Mulan Walk, the character is alluded to once more in the movie. And now for The Little Mermaid. It makes sense that Moana includes additional Disney characters from the undersea world in a movie all about the ocean. A well-known yellow fish and other marine life swim by during the song's big conclusion in the iconic musical number You're Welcome. The flounder from The Little Mermaid is identified by his cheerful face, blue fins, and yellow scales. In addition, it makes sense for these Fab Five members to appear in Disney movies as cameos, but it's unusual to see all three illustrious characters in the same movie. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy can be seen in the crowd applauding King Triton when he enters the scene at the start of The Little Mermaid. Kermit the Frog from The Muppets is another member of the Blink and You'll Miss It audience. Up next, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast carries the practice still further, with echoes in scene after scene of moments from earlier Disney classics. The main innovation of Beast is the expansion of imitation into live-action films. In the production, Busby Berkeley's extravagant choreography was employed ironically. However, there is no sarcasm intended when the Beast dances a barefoot ballroom waltz with Belle, or when villagers carrying torches rush the Beast's castle. It might not be all that odd to see Princess Belle doing the same thing in another iconic film set in France, as she is frequently shown wandering around her impoverished provincial village in France with a book in her hand. You can see Belle in The Hunchback of Notre Dame holding what appears to be the same book about a beanstalk and an ogre, while Quasimodo is singing about what life would be like out there. Now we have Tangled. This Disney movie is full of little guest appearances by some famous animated faces and likenesses. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider have a happy ending in Tangled, and the princess is free to leave her tower behind and explore the kingdom. It appears that she also investigated other kingdoms besides Corona. Rapunzel and Flynn are two of the guests Anna approaches on Elsa's coronation day in the animated film Frozen. This leads viewers to speculate whether these two royal families have more in common than just the same animation studio. Interestingly, Tangled kept it low-key with its Easter eggs, and this character's cameo may be hard to spot. Even Pinocchio can be seen sitting up in the rafters during the musical performance I Have a Dream at the Snuggly Duckling, when Shorty, the inebriated Cupid figure, flies over everyone in the bar. It was the puppet's fourth appearance in a Disney movie. Next on the list is Aladdin. While Sebastian in The Little Mermaid is the largest supporter of fish staying in the ocean, it could come as a surprise to some when they see the sea crab hanging out with another well-known Disney actor. One of the few iconic Disney characters to appear in Aladdin is Sebastian, who can be seen when the genie fails to transform Aladdin into a prince and instead mentions the recipe for Alaskan king crab. Sebastian then appears and clamps onto Genie's finger as Under the Sea begins to play. In fact, it's not so unbelievable to assume that Aladdin's sentient magic carpet has traveled to New Orleans. After all, it can fly. Well, Aladdin's magic carpet can be seen being beaten on a balcony in the opening scene of The Princess and the Frog, because both movies were directed by the same person. And now for Tarzan. While Mrs. Potts and her son Chip are most known as teapots and teacups in Beauty and the Beast, the mother-son duo plays somewhat less sentient roles in another Disney movie. The two can be seen in one of Tarzan's most well-known moments, where Turk directs the gorillas in a performance of Trash in the Camp, chiming on a tea set that is identical in style to the one in Beast's castle, chipped teacup and all. There's some truth to the popular Disney fan myth that claims Elsa and Anna's parents died at sea, and that The Little Mermaid contains the wreckage of their ship. They were actually eaten by a leopard, according to the powerful Disney director, and not lost at sea. As you've already noticed, Disney is not so petty that they will copy the plot of other movies they've released. These are more like references to their old movies, and I don't think we can hang them for that. If you get what I'm trying to say, let's get on with the video. This villain from The Lion King, who is among the most despised figures in Disney history, received his tragic downfall when he appeared in Hercules. The lion's skin is revealed to be that of Scar when Hercules poses for a painting while wearing a lion's pelt on his head and then throws it at Phil. This seems to be enough retribution for Hercules, allowing his brother to perish by falling to his death. And finally, we have Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 contains a hidden Disney nod to Wreck-It Ralph, as footage plays on San Francisco's Skyline big screen. A little Wreck-It Ralph action figure appears on the top of Hero's display when he searches for the next bot fight venue. Find an old Nintendo controller and another monitor that's somewhat like Eve on the rest of Hero's desk. You can also see a hidden Disney reference to Frozen on the notice board, as Hero and Baymax attempt to alert the San Francisco police about a new villain. In the long run, these movies seem to lurk behind their big budget copycat that at least got it all right. On the other hand, it's easy to forget that filmmakers are movie buffs, and many of them want to pay homage to the films that inspired them to make films by recreating them in some way, which is fine. Disney's animators have long been in the business of cribbing bits of business from their own earlier films. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. I'll see you in the following video.